They just put the last one live.
What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies. Damn, it's like these weeks be hauling ass by. Pew pew. It's Thursday again. We have the multiplayer podcast. Should have a very, as always, entertaining show. Thank you guys for rocking up with us. I've been here all week. What's up with the multiplayer podcast? Well, we're here. I see the kings of comedy are here. So anyway, getting right into it. There are a few stories. I don't know, my man. What's my man name? What's that dark skinned motherfucking goat mouth motherfucker? MVP. I don't know where the fuck he's at, but I left him a link. He should be here shortly. But anyway, so Nintendo had their event. Was the event last Thursday? Yeah, it was last Thursday. Okay, was it last Thursday or last Friday? Last Thursday.
It was last Thursday.
I don't know if we got the chance to talk about it or not, but as a group, as a whole, I know. But anyway, so now the NDAs with some things I guess are up, and Nintendo, because they had their event, a lot of people were looking for the specs of the console.
If I don't like it, I can always try.
And Nintendo doesn't normally tell their specs of their console at anything. They don't really talk about specs. I don't think people really know the exact GPU that's inside the Wii U yet. But some developers are starting out coming out and say that talking about the Switch's power. What to me was kind of, I guess, a telltale sign, with EA. Of course, EA makes a lot of games, right? One of probably the biggest gaming publisher out there. Hey, what's going on, Stephanie? Out there, and when they showed they'd be getting FIFA, we're talking about $1 billion company, but it's rumored that it's going to be using the old assets from the PS3 and the 360 version of FIFA. You know what I mean? And also, like I said, what's kind of a telltale sign is not FIFA 18, FIFA 7. That motherfucker just say FIFA. So I'm like, scratching my head. So anyway, we all know how assets that Respawn can be. Respawn Entertainment, the creators behind the Titanfall, and they asked them, will Titanfall 2 be coming to the Wii U? Because it is a multiplayer. And for lack of better words, Dev said fuck no to the Nintendo Switch. He said you're not going to see Titanfall on the Nintendo Switch because it's not powerful enough to support the game as it is right now. So, and I want to to go across the board. There's a lot of things I want to talk about tonight. I'm not going to hop on one topic for too long, but something that we've been talking. I've been fucking my little satire. I've been bugging the fuck out all week, having fun with this though. But I asked you guys, and maybe I was even to some diehard Nintendo guys, like, have we not seen this movie already? Like, basically, they're releasing hardware, and I want to get you guys' opinion. That really only makes their software shine. You don't get exclusives every 3 to 4 months, so you're gonna have this, a long period of time without any games releasing on the console. Some of you guys may feel different, and we also have to take into mind too. Again, is that this is a 9th generation console, and this will be the 3rd generation in a row that Nintendo has released hardware that can't take advantage of these graphically demanding multiplats. Now I'm gonna go straight to my man, the tech guy on the show. My man D, he's back 0 for 90 right now. Now it's time to talk to us. I talked about this goddamn CUDA calls about 3 weeks ago.
Oh shit!
Talk to us, D.
Yeah, well, I like, in all honesty, I didn't think the video would do them dirty like that, but they did them dirty. The video should know better than to sell them such weak, incapable hardware. I think they probably sold them their rejected chips, their rejected sock or something, because it's severely underpowered. EA coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, this is the only."
Wait, you're blaming it on the video, and not the fact that
I'm blaming it on Nintendo for being so foolish, and I'm blaming it on the video for not telling them, "Hey, you need more power. Let's build something better for you." But that's water under the bridge. It's all what's done is done. It's just really weak, and it's so disappointing. I'm baffled. Honestly, to tell you, I'm baffled that they would release this thinking it's gonna have long legs on it. Like the initial, when it comes on initially, it'll do well because people are dying for Zelda. But after that, that's it. It's gonna be the same shit like the Wii U all over again. And you have the PS4 Pro that's coming out. I'm sure that later on this year the PS4 Pro is going to start to show its games. You got the Xbox Scorpio coming out this year that's going to just destroy everything, and you got PC graphic cards with Vega coming out later on this year. That's just going to be graphically superior. So what does the what is the purpose of this console? And fine, you want it to be a handheld that you can hook it up to a TV, fine. But at $300, that price point is just I don't know, I don't know, man. It's just really weak.
I mean, I think they really should have launched this, later in the year, man, or at least have the games reversed. Mario first, then Zelda later, because after you beat Zelda, man,
they got four launch games, right? 4 or 5 launch games, like that's it.
Right,
that's pathetic.
There's 4 games, right? After you beat Zelda, what are you gonna play? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to wait till Mario comes out. I mean, like I said, Mario would have been a system seller. Because, I mean, a lot of people like Zelda, right? But it doesn't sell consoles like that.
Zelda's not the
it's
the face Mario is.
Yeah, if you put you place that with Mario, you be all good. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, people that don't even want it might even pick it up just to play Mario and be done with it. You know what I mean? But
but Mario's not even a launch title, though.
Yeah, so I'm saying. I say it would be better if it was instead of Zelda.
But they're smart releasing Mario during the holidays, though.
Well,
that's a big Christmas gift for like kids and shit. That's a big attraction.
But that's what realistically, that's what I'd wait to get it.
Like all
what about that Splatoon 2 that's coming out?
All these fucking ports.
Enough of the bullshit. Let the man speak. All this garbage and doom and motherfucking gloom. Let me just tell y'all right off the bat, the Nintendo Switch is going to be a fantastic system for what it is. I am sick of you resolution babies are talking about power and power and power. What?
But what it is, explain to the audience, what is the Nintendo Switch?
The Nintendo Switch is a hybrid. It is a console that turns into a handheld and a handheld device. Some people that's trying to tout it like for a phone. It's $300. It gives you from a phone, but you can't play Mario. You can't play Splatoon. You can't play Zelda on your phone, on your cell phone. Plus, your cell phones, if you got some real cell phones, I know some of y'all got those Obama phones. It's cool. It's cool though. If you put in that work, I got you. But if you just talking shit and like to be on social media, you got to have something. So anyway, you got to have, what I'm saying? Phones cost $600-700 now. That's still more expensive than what the Switch is going to be. All I'm saying, I'm not, we all knew that the system was going to be less powerful than the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, but it's more powerful than the Wii U. It's still more powerful than its predecessor. And for when you're talking about like the third-party game, I know that you was talking about FIFA, but there was an article that was demonstrating Skyrim. And Skyrim is going off of the PC version, not off of the 360 PlayStation 3 version. It's the remastered version. So it's upscale. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I seen the article. I seen the damn article. I read it.
It costs $60 again.
Okay, and I mean, that's the normal price for games. Look, we can go back to the 90s where games actually cost like $70, $80, $100, bro. Look, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying.
Is going off the PC x86? Going off the PC version?
No. I'm saying that it's going off of the remastered version. They showed like 3 versions in the article. They showed 3 versions. They showed the dumbed down version of Skyrim. They showed the middle version, and then they showed the high res. It's the middle version, and so it's comparable to a low end PC of the remastered, not of the old PlayStation 3, PlayStation. It is an old game.
That's an old game, though, man. That engine when it was on PC, that engine wasn't much. Back in the day, the 360 was actually beating PC. So
yeah,
that's fine. But all I'm saying is that look, all I know is that we were all at one time talking about this whole idiotic topic about 1080p versus 900p versus 720p. Look, Nintendo is not in that. They've made it clear they're not in this space. If you want the most sociable console, then have an Xbox. You want the most powerful thing that you can get right now, buy a PC. You want really good a strong single player games, buy a fucking PlayStation. That's okay. You want the best online games, buy an Xbox. That's, you know what I'm saying, or get or build a PC. It's okay.
Fine.
They're in their space. They're in their space. I mean, let them.
That's fine, but
part of the competition. They will do fine. I guarantee that they're going to do fine because there's a lot of people that's looking at this thing.
They're not.
Yes,
they're
they
not
will.
going to do
I
fine.
guarantee you they will.
They need to.
Not for us, they won't. But for you guys that's over here opening your mouth talking about the power aspect, the diehards won't probably get it. But
who cares about the power? You need to sell at the end of the day. And at that price point, it's only going to sell to the diehards. At Christmas time, they're probably going to have a spike because they're going to probably have to lower it a little bit, and they're going to have a Mario game, or maybe they'll have a Mario bundle. So at Christmas time, they might sell a little bit. And after that, that's it. Sayonara. That thing is way overpriced. That thing is
$300 is not overpriced. $250 would have been perfect. $200 would have been
for
perfect.
What it offers. For what it offers, it should be priced $250 to $200. You're the diehard. You don't care. You're going to get it. For the casual, they will not get it. They will not see the value of that price tag, which is more expensive than a PS4 or an Xbox One.
Let me explain. Let me make this. Hold on. Let me make this last point to D. I'm sitting here. I'm talking to people at work. I'm talking to people in this house. They don't fuck with a console. They're not gamers. They mess with their phones all the time. But when I showed them something about the Switch, they all got enamored. They were like, "Whoa, this thing is cool." Yes, it is. I'm telling you, it is. I posted something on Facebook. Me and UZ is on Facebook, bro. And you can go look at it for yourself. I had so many people asking me instead. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Look, you're gonna have that motherfucker. You're gonna have one day one. I promise you, you're gonna have one. Look, man, it's gonna be a casual machine, man, for everybody.
Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. And all jokes aside, I've been giving you guys a little satire all week, and the reason why I'm siding with D and maybe the rest of the guys here, why I don't think it's going to do well to even say a casual, okay? And it is very expensive because you're not just paying $300 for the console. You're paying for these Joy-Cons and all this docking shit, which takes, like I told you guys, so you're saying $250. I said you have too many pieces, too many components in that box for it to be $250. I've been saying this shit forever. Nintendo's not going to eat the cost of that. Now, if you had just the tablet or whatever you want to call it in the box, and it was $300, and you're paying for $300 for hardware, then you can buy, the pieces on the side. They're fine, but like I said, and again, it takes away from the hardware. Let's listen to this, for $300, right? But you're asking the average. You're saying the casual. You're not going to get the big. Well, the casuals are playing Duty. The casuals are playing, the Battlefield. The casuals are playing even FIFA, Grand Theft Auto. So there are a lot of games here. The casuals are not playing Mario and Zelda. You know what I mean? That's the diehard of their demographic. And like I say, men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. And all I'm saying again is that it's not something new that's never been done before. But just think of this: at $300, you can't even watch Netflix on a goddamn machine. You know what I mean? So that's something that casuals like to do.
That's what you got, Xbox.
Yeah, I mean that's pathetic.
But why are you going to spend another $300 for that system if it was affordably priced, reasonably priced at $200? Sure. You got to pay $300 for the system. You got to buy a game for it. You got to buy at least one more controller for it. You're like $500. Are you kidding me?
But at the same time,
go ahead.
At the same time, I mean, we can watch Netflix on anything nowadays. But I mean, to be able to watch it on a new piece of tech you just bought, that's detrimental to some people. I mean, you can watch Netflix on your 3DS.
Yeah. Let me say this. I don't think the Netflix shit is that big because so many devices does
It's not.
I don't think. But here's the main thing. You got multiple different type of games. Let's look at the possible consumer. We're going to talk about the casuals. Just like Zaire said, the Call of Duties, the Grand Theft Autos, the Maddens. Switch ain't going to support that. So you don't got those games, right? You rarely got the diehard Xbox dudes or the PS dudes. Most of them are not going to buy this because of just how it is. So really what Nintendo's looking at, they're looking at the Nintendo fans, which in my opinion isn't that big. All you got to do is look at the Wii U and how it sold. All you got to do is look at GameCube, look at N64. Those weren't super big sellers. So really, the only audience that you're gonna attract is really the same audience that bought the Wii. So it's a gamble. It's a 50-50 gamble.
Right.
No one else is gonna buy this console, or at least in the long-term success of the Switch. Either the people who bought the Wii come back, or this shit flops. That's the only choice. You're not gonna get the Call of Duty gamers, the Battlefields, the Witchers. You're not gonna get them because this platform don't support that. The Nintendo fan base ain't that big. You know, there's not 50 million Nintendo gamers ready to buy this thing.
But they are really passionate, Porter Rock. I give them that.
Yeah, like 5 million are passionate, but that ain't shit. Nintendo needs.
Yeah, they're always passionate.
You know what I'm saying?
You said it quiet all year, or the Wii, all generations, but the Wii. It was like the same way when I first came to YouTube. Like I said, I used to make fun of Dr. Trainer. They were the same way, hyping this up. Oh, it's gonna the Wii U is gonna be more powerful than the 360 and the PS3. You guys are, man, you're exposed. And I was saying back then in 2012, like, the Wii U is not the PS3, the 360's competition. It's gonna be whatever the PS4 is gonna be called, or whatever the next Xbox is gonna be called. You know what I mean? And I said that, and what I'm saying is this, and maybe can make a, I understand that you say you got to get that Japanese console inside your home. But when you look at, when I say it's not healthy for gaming, you know what I mean, in the whole, and the reason why, again, it's not that I have this axe to grind against Nintendo. I'm just having fun with it. But if my thing is, if you want them to do better, maybe they just won't do better. I don't know. I just think, the fact that I have to have a paid app, if this is going to be my console, so it's not the fact I have to pay online. I'm not complaining about that. The issue is this: why do I have to have why isn't this shit built within the game? It's like you're releasing a console, whatever you want to call it, tablet, home, with less features than a fucking Vita. You had voice chat and all this shit party inside a fucking Vita. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm looking at it like, what like, are they just, I don't know what the fuck.
They are taking it back to the roots of gaming. That's what they're trying to do.
But what do you mean
the true essence of what gaming was all about. Look, they're saying, look, they'll have some social aspects of it when they have Splatoon and stuff come out, and other games that will have some multiplayer features, but they are taking it back to the old school essence of how you used to just get your system, play your game with split screen, and with your family. That's the whole thing of why they show the commercial where they're showing people play the game together. Like we used to. No, hold on. Let me say this last point. Remember how everybody bitched and complained about the split screen aspect of why those things was dying from games. They was acting a plumb fool about Halo taking away the 4-player split screen aspect. And with Call of Duty. They're saying we can bring that back and let you have your own screen. You could just do it, just having, your own little thing. Look, it does. I mean, look, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it makes it right. I'm just saying they're just going back to the roots. And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Hey, quick. Let me ask Kim. All right, so that's a good feature. But here's my question. For that feature to be successful, you need games, right? Mm-hmm. The hardware is not powerful enough for third party to move their multi-plats in there. Nintendo's not big enough to consistently push out exclusives month to month. So where are these games going to come from? They ain't coming from third party. Nintendo's not that big enough.
This is the thing. This is where the kicker is, because it is kind of like a handheld as well as that hybrid part of it. They're going to start having those games that, like, the people and the ladies in my house, they play, like people at my job play. They'll have those games, like they'll have those Pokemon Go's and those Marios, and then those other little, iPhone and other games, that Android games that's accessible. It's cheap and it's as fucked up as that may sound to us, but that's okay though. That's okay, because you know what? That's going to gravitate a lot of people. Trust me on this. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to want this.
Listen. They're not going to allow. They're not going to allow the Google Play Store on their device. Okay, they're not going to. Because you don't need a Switch to play Candy Crush. You can play that shit on your Obama phone. So they're not going to do that. That's like Microsoft allowing the Steam Store on the Xbox One. You don't have. You're not going to. You don't get any money from that. So they're not going to do that. Okay, they already have so they do have a monopoly on the handheld division, but even that's getting smaller because the way that people would consume their games for free to play or 99 cents,
you have to understand that their main focus is to keep Japan Nintendo. to keep Nintendo at top. Then everything else can come. Japan is their first priority. Look at all the games that they have shown. That for all the PlayStation, PlayStation fanboys that going crazy talking about Japanese titles. Well, the Nintendo came hardcore, like I mean, really hardcore with the Japanese. Everything was Japanese. There was only one American title, and that was NBA 2K18.
And the whole Switch is supposed to be built off the ancestry of Nintendo to begin with, which is why that whole presentation took place.
Then you're gonna have Wii U games downloadable, plus an old, plus backwards compatible games from the old NES on up. That's going to intrigue some people.
Here's the thing. Again, you've always had NES games on your virtual console with the Wii, with the Wii U. That's nothing new. But what I'm saying is those old PS, those Japanese games, they're from the PS3 library. Like that's not nothing new. And I'm really trying to look at it as from the glass as being half empty. And I keep going back to the statement you said, like they're trying to bring it back to the essence of the root of gaming. When have they left that? When have they been leading in multiplayer gaming?
But that's the thing that I'm trying to say.
I'm just being honest here. When was the last time you had someone in your house, bro, they're controlling their console, sit down and play on your couch? That's not what the masses do.
What are you talking about? I go to my homeboy's house and play on their PlayStation. It's like 4 homeboys I got that won't buy an Xbox, but they'll play on PlayStation, and they don't even jump online. They want to do it old school split screen, and there's a whole bunch of people that still do that on the PlayStation side. That's a fact.
And they're probably
that's the market leader. That's the market leader.
Oh, okay, but you're saying that nobody does that, and I'm just telling you, I know 4 people. Plus, I know more people that do it. I just don't go game with them that still do the old school.
It's not something that you do. Again, I don't have company that often, and whatever. Like the days again, even that market is a dying market. It's like the arcade scene over here in the States. What killed the arcade scene here in the States? Online multiplayer.
I didn't say it did.
That's why the whole saying that was created, so you didn't have to play on, like, it was created for a virtual couch.
I understand this. I'm not. Look, y'all guys are trying to make me come out to be a Nintendo representative. I'm saying
we know.
Only thing I'm saying is that Nintendo is sticking to what Nintendo does. I'm actually cool with it because of the fact that they're not catering to who's the console leader. They're doing what they want to do.
Okay.
If they fail for it, they fail.
I understand what you're saying. They stand to that weird dorky shit that they do. And how has it helped them? That's all that I'm saying. So if we have concerns, by them staying true to who they are and just keep going left while the rest of the gaming world, everyone's going to the right, how is it? That's why after the NES, their install base have gotten smaller, and smaller.
But they make more money than everybody else because look at their hair. Tell me another game that generated as much money as Pokemon Go.
It was a free-to-play game.
Okay, see, now we got excuses. I shut the room down because I'm telling you. What do you mean?
No, Kingmaker, come here. I'm gonna give you
Pokemon Go wasn't made by Nintendo, though.
I'm gonna give you props, that, right? There's only one problem. Pokemon Go was based on smartphones. It wasn't on Wii U. Now, if it would have been on
Nintendo
Wii U, it would have made a point. But it was on handhelds. So in other words, if anything, don't make consoles. Just make your games on handhelds.
Okay, now, but see, that's the thing. Okay, just the same thing with like, Xbox should just go ahead and just go do the same. Just develop, their big 3. Listen, let them do what they want to do, man. That's what I'm saying. Why is we talking about this power aspect? That shit is annoying. We did look. There's a lot of hypocrites on this fucking panel, and a lot of hypocrites that's talking that shit. No, hypocrites. No, if you motherfuckers get up here and start talking about, no, the games is all that matters. The games is all that matters. But then you want to sit there and open your mouth and talk about fucking power. Then you're just as big as the hypocrite as the motherfuckers that was talking about it from the
The games matter, and the games matter, and the graphics matter too.
Wait,
I like good games, but I don't want to fucking play fucking Nintendo Game Boy games.
Power in the sense of comparing pixels.
I mean, that's the option. Don't buy it. Why bitch about it? Just see what happens.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
When we're talking about power, it's not just we're not talking about who has the better grass. It's just being able to have the power where third parties can make games on your platform. Majority of the support of gaming consoles is from third party. That's what we're saying. Even if you're just a little weaker than the PS4, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But be able to come up with
when you can't run it at all.
Everybody can easily make games where they can easily make this. Where they can easily make Mass Effect. That's all we're saying.
That's got to be all day ass eating.
It doesn't have to be.
Teddy Ruxpin, stop eating.
Console.
Man, I'm in the car, bro. I'm in the car, Paul.
That's what we're saying. But these guys make consoles to make games from last gen. The industry's not concerned of continuing making PS3 games and 360 games. They moved on. You know what I'm saying? And when Nintendo doesn't move with them, they're going to leave Nintendo behind. So again,
leave them behind. Look. That's not I don't care if Nintendo fails or succeeds. I'm saying that I think the Switch is going to do well, just for the mere fact because a lot of casuals are looking at this.
I disagree. Nintendo failed with the Wii U.
But
Nintendo did the same thing with the Wii U. They didn't care about third-party support. They thought that only their games could carry the systems, and it did not. And they're going to do that again. They're not going to do that
again. You guys are doing doom and gloom. It sounded like on BTST.
You have the developers. You already have the developers saying that these games. Hold on, let me say something. You already have the developers saying that these games are not up to snuff. I saw an article. I don't know. It's one of those RPG games or something. It's on PS4. It's coming for the Switch, and it got downgraded for the Switch. You have EA saying that FIFA is going to be the only game they're going to put on the system, and that they had to make a custom version for the system, and that's going to be the only game they put on there until Nintendo can prove that they can have a good standing with the consumers to deserve more games. You got Respawn coming out and saying, "Fuck no, come on."
Hey, yo, listen. White Kong said the 3DS will be on the Switch.
and look, whatever the case may be. Of however, like I said, the whole power aspect of this is sickening to me. I'm just like, look, Nintendo doesn't have to make their games graphically demanding. Now, I understand about the whole third-party thing, but they got a whole list. They showed that whole list of those third-party developers that they're going to be working with. So the games, they might not have Call of Duty, but they might have another type of game that comes from Activision. They might not have near Automata to come out, but they'll have something from Platinum Games to come out.
Like, but you got Mega.
I'm just saying,
man. You got a lot of you have a lot of little T Reapers across the world, man. Like they can only get one console. You know what I mean? So that's what.
I don't know what kind of crack you're smoking all day, but I have all three now. I only use one. There's a difference. I have all three. I only use one.
Yeah, see, and I think that's another fabrication, just because of the fact that there's a people that already is affordable as the Xbox One S is, and as the PlayStation Slim is. People will already have those systems. They will look at the people always normally get a secondary system. Look, we're acting like this is the very beginning of a new generation. It's not. We're in our going on our fourth year of this gen. And so Nintendo is like, look, we waited because we knew that we wasn't going to compete with the big two. We're just not. So we got our strategy with what we're going to do with our games. We want to make it family oriented. We're not caring about all these social aspects of it. We'll add on to it later on, but let's focus on the games that we want. Our Nintendo fans want.
The crazy part
price it affordably. Then
they saw what happened with the Wii U, and they didn't try to fix shit. That's the thing that's tripping me out.
No, the policies are the main factor. The policies and releasing games at the same time. If they start going after people because they start showing their content on what's called, then like I've said in my video, crucify their ass. I don't care. That means that they didn't learn. But if they start having games come out, look, already we looking at their launch titles. They have a better lineup than what they had with the Wii U.
My God, that's not saying much, bro.
Of course it's not, because the Wii U's the way that they came out with games was Piss
terrible.
It was terrible.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
And this bunch is terrible too.
give
That's
them
not
a
as terrible.
chance.
They got
That's
one
all
more
I'm saying,
game.
man. Look, let them have their own little source of competition, man. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Price it the way it should be priced. $200, $250 with the game.
Here's the crazy part. Zelda, you know, some people say it's a system seller. You don't even need the Switch for Zelda. It's still on the Wii U. It's still on the whole platform. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
It's you know, that's like saying The Last of Us was a system seller for the PS4. It was on the PS3.
You was touting that. You was touting that shit.
You saying I wasn't? I haven't even played.
Oh, we want to see the
check.
tape.
I got 0 trophies.
We need to draw that. We need to bring back that tape. We need to bring back that tape.
I don't have not one trophy in the remastered of The Last of Us. I didn't play it because I already played it. I hardly played any remastered. I didn't buy the PS4 for fucking The Last of Us.
But listen, if you had to compare the two, between the Wii U lineup was much better than the Switch. They had Tekken Tag, they had 2K, Madden, Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect. They had a whole bunch of shit. Darksiders. They had a bunch of goddamn games. You know? Now the Switch got Bomberman, Just Dance.
Don't forget Arms, the milk. That sandwich game looked fire. That sandwich games look like Johnny Blaze in this bitch. I played the shit out that little sandwich game.
Hey, they gonna lock your ass up, kid. They got we got this big nigga back there playing. I don't know what the hell they got there
in the
back
back of the pickup, playing the shit out that motherfucker. Yep.
That motherfucker
we on our way to Jersey.
You gotta play that milky cow game, bro.
Oh my god! Look. I can't believe this is the only thing that's tripping me out of all this is that the whole power discussion is annoying to me. Now, for talking about what they're going to do with their games, their policies, the third parties, I'm okay with that.
You don't
that's
get power
fine. No. I'm saying that's
my brother. It's priced more than a PS4 and an Xbox One. It's priced more.
Okay. Hey, so what? Let people decide what
the value in that. Where is the value in that?
Okay, I'm telling you, there's people.
I can take my pocket PC and I can stream my Xbox One to it. I can stream my PS4 to it. Where is the value in that $300 system? It should be priced at $200. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Okay.
We wouldn't.
All I'm saying is when I was showing people at work, when I was showing people here, when I was showing everybody that's seen it, like people on Facebook, everywhere else, people that don't even mess with video games, it intrigued them. And that is what
to spend $400.
People was like the price seemed reasonable because I was saying the
$400.
It's $300. Why you keep saying $400? That's right.
You're not gonna buy a game with it?
Your bum ass is in Canada. But anyway, regardless,
you're not gonna buy a game with it?
Listen, all I'm saying is that look.
You know what I did today? I drove my fucking Audi. I took my DJI Pro Advance 4 and I flew that shit, okay? Let me tell you, ain't about being cheap. It's about being sensible.
Well, you sound cheap as a
$300. The system is $300. You have to buy a game. You gotta buy a game with it.
Talk about it gotta be $200.
You gotta buy a game with it. You gotta buy a game with it. You have to.
You don't want it. Jesus.
So with the game, it's gonna be $400 for fucking Zelda? Are you shitting me?
Hold up. Hey. If Sony would have pulled some shit like this, you know, fucking
shit like this, the fucking Pro and PSVR. That shit is dead. Finito. Done. That's
the VR's not a console.
That shit going down motherfucking the Mississippi River. What the fuck you talking about? That's the reason why people didn't want to get that shit.
The VR's not a console. You know what I'm saying? The VR's not a console. And the Pro, guess what? Still has more games than the Switch. And 4K or checkerboard. It's still a better buy than the Switch. Infinite more games.
I did not look. See, this is where y'all guys are getting it all twisted. And even people in the comment section. I have never said that the Switch was better than the PlayStation 4 or that was better than the Xbox One. I did not, or you know what I'm saying? I never said that. I've always said that this system, if you look at it for what it is a good secondary system. That's all I've said. And I said, I think that Nintendo should stay in, since Nintendo's staying in their lane, they're cool. Look, man, I
In the comment section,
a secondary
lost all credibility. I'm a Nintendo fan.
Look. I'm looking at it right here. K Mega, I'm with you. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Z. I'm seeing K Mega, I'm with you. I got some people saying that I lost my goddamn mind, but that's all right. I got people saying they with me too.
So Switch wait, hold on. So Switch is a good secondary console.
Right.
Yeah, it's more expensive than the primary consoles. Explain that one.
It's okay. Look, that's Nintendo doing what they do. I'm just saying, if you don't want it, then don't buy it.
But that's the thing. There's a lot of people that's
okay. So look. Okay, if you want to talk about the price, then I can't debate that. But you're talking about the power aspect of it, and that's what's getting me triggered because I'm sitting here listening to motherfuckers on this panel, people I respect. And they still here talking that shit. I'm like, what are you doing?
We're not talking about glass resolution.
Listen, let me say
I understand Porter Rock talking about the power. That's them motherfuckers been talking about the power from day one in 2013. But come on, man. Are you serious?
Let me say this right here. The voice of reason, okay?
All right.
It's one thing why the PS2, right? I'll give you an example. The PS2 was the most dominant console platform in the 6th generation. Was it the most powerful? No. There's one thing about having power and being a capable console. When you don't have whole genres of games skipping your platform because it's not powerful enough to run it. It always becomes an issue when developers have to go out of their way to shoehorn a game in for your device because they don't know financially if it's worth it or not. You know what I mean? Or they have to start scaling back, or the developers can't bring their game to life. That will always, I don't give a fuck how great you think their first party are, because again, multi-plats are very important. Actually, they're more important than exclusives. I don't care how you spin it, or whatever the goddamn, what I mean? One hand, he said both hands washes each other, and both hands, one hand washes the other, and both hands washes the face. Nintendo needs third party as much as third party needs Nintendo. But again, from their last debacle with the Wii U, this is all that I'm saying. With the Wii U, right? Mm-hmm. And again, like I said, for those, we all like pretty games. We don't know how these games play until we get home. We judge games by what we see, graphics, Scorpio, Pro. That's why we all got 4K TVs, HDR. That is important, you know what I mean? But my question is to whoever, this is why is it okay for us not to hold Nintendo to the same standards as we hold everyone else? And that is when it becomes an issue. This is why they're so far behind the curve.
Because they took themselves out, next gen. They said it. They took themselves out themselves.
They can't though. They're not selling boats, and they're not out of the console thing. Hey, look. You know what? It's an issue or whatever. Because like I said, not everyone can afford multiple consoles, right? Fact. Growing up, and this is the main issue. You can look at. I don't give a fuck if you're an Xbox guy or if you're a PlayStation guy, right? You can split it down the middle. You can either get you an Xbox and be fine the whole generation. You can get you a PlayStation and be fine the whole generation. You can't just own a Nintendo console and be fine the whole generation.
I can agree with that. I agree with that. That's what I see. I agree with that. I agree with that assessment. But there will be people that will look. Eventually, the price will go down. If Nintendo, like I said, Nintendo's policies, to me, is their number one Achilles heel. If they change their policies, by the time that Mario comes out and they decide at the end of the year that they'll drop it to 250, they'll be fine. Nintendo is very hard-headed about those things. Those things I will not debate with you about. I can't debate about the price factor, but I am going to debate you about the graphics because the power. What about it's about the game.
A paid app, you can't make a paid app to act, not just the fact you're going to pay for the service, but also a paid app to access the multiplayer features of a game. Like that's in itself is.
Reggie said he didn't want people wearing big headphones.
Yeah, he didn't want gamers tied down with big Astro and Turtle Beach headphones.
Did you? Okay, so it goes back to what I said at the beginning. They want to go back to the true essence of what gaming was.
But no one's there.
Then price it accordingly.
You'd be surprised.
It should be like I have no problem spending money on stuff. Here's my new Surface 4 Pro.
Is that a roach in the counter?
i7. I just got this shit. Here's my Audi.
Oh, look at this motherfucker again.
There's my standard advance.
Do I need to start pulling out
that
shit too?
Oh shit! Here's my standard advance third. Okay, yo, money ain't a thing. It's not priced
you
properly.
sound cheap though.
It's not a good value. It's not a good value. It should be priced at $200. It should be priced as a handheld that you can connect and play when you're at home. It would sell like hotcakes. To you, it may seem little that it's $50 or $100 less that I'm saying would be a competitive price, but it matters, and it should be. And if it was bundled with a game, then I would say go ahead, go for it. It's too expensive. $300. You got to buy at least one of the controllers, so either $70 or $80. You got to buy another fucking game for it, $60. Who the hell buys a console and just buys one game? So you're gonna get two fucking games. So you're like, you're spending so much money for what? For what?
Did this motherfucker just show me a box or something? Come on, D. Stop, D.
He showed you the Surface and his Pro.
Hey, look,
Stop.
That's a drone, right, D?
Yeah, it's a drone.
Yeah. Next gen calling collect with that money. Look at him.
Yeah. Listen. Like I said before, we got to get off of this subject because I knew once we talk about Nintendo, it was going to drag the fuck out because I'm the one that's defending that Nintendo let Nintendo do what they want to do. Let them do it. If they fail, they fail. I don't care. I got my Xbox. Xbox is the best box. I got people even asking me, "Are you turning into a Nintendo fan?" No, motherfucker. I'm a gamer fan. I love all gaming. I just want to get. I think that the Switch fascinates me. Let me have my little Japanese console with my Xbox, with my motherfucking PC, and that raggedy ass PlayStation 4 finna come here in about another week. So that's okay. Okay, when I have all that shit. Let's go. Let's move on.
Listen,
he said, "Leave me alone."
Yo, the Red King Cole said to D, "Man, shut the fuck up. I'll give you $50 already. Get you a Switch."
Shit.
Like,
hey, D. Hey, I got you, bro. If it's that serious for you, because about the $50 or about the $100, I got you. If you need that motherfucking shit, I got you. What the fuck? Just stop bitching about it. Need to be $200. That's garbage. Come on, man. $300. I understand this. For some people, that's steep. But you just showing boxes of shit and fucking little mouses and pads and shit. Come on, man. That shit shouldn't be anything but just like, okay, I'll cop this shit because the Wii U was an absolute joke. I knew it. It was a gimmick. Though? This is different. I don't know. It's something different. I'm intrigued by it. I was not intrigued by the Wii U whatsoever or with the Wii, even though I bought my daughter a Wii.
It's almost the fucking same thing.
It's not the same thing. The hand control movements are absolutely top notch. It's better than anything that PlayStation or Xbox
you like
with those hands.
You like the gimmick?
Can't make him be the only nigga in the living room doing electric slide with some weed.
No, I'm gonna be playing this shit. I'm gonna be playing the shit out that motherfucking sandwich game, and then I ain't playing that cow game though. That shit is weird. Man.
D, is that the drone with the 4K camera?
D got me.
Okay, well anyway, I got some more stuff here. It says here. Oh, well, I got my man Porter Rock here. So not yesterday. We got some numbers yesterday for the month of December for MPDs, and it was a very close race. You had the Xbox One selling over, I think it was Microsoft's most successful month ever selling console. They sold over 1.5 million Xbox Ones. I think Sony was like 1.5, found it in 68. They won by like 68,000, whatever the case. The PS4 Pro was about at 250,000. And the rest of that went to the PS4, the PS4 Slim. My question is you, Porter Rock, and which I thoroughly thought that with the launch of the Pro and stuff, that even though Sony did win November, December, they barely squeaked by. I thought it really was going to curb stomp the shit out of the Xbox One. Are you surprised at the fact that the PS4 Pro numbers are so low?
No.
No?
To me. Well, they went for the cheaper console. I told you We at the point where we're with the budget gamers. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Scorpio's gonna be in the same boat, man.
It's gonna be the same boat. Let me put it this way. Think about all console history. Think of every system that came on console. Okay. Since when has a more powerful, more expensive console outsold a cheaper console in the same gen? That never happened. And to this day, it's still not happening. Console gamers are cheap gamers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And next year, this November, it's gonna get worse. Scorpio's not gonna outsell a 199 or 179 Xbox One S or 179, 199 PS4 Slim.
Poor Rock, how well do you think the Scorpio is actually gonna sell?
Well, I don't know how it's gonna sell, but it's gonna sell the least out of all of them because it's gonna be the most expensive.
Even out of the Pro, even out of the Pro.
Maybe even a Pro. If they sell the Pro for like 300 or 275, yup, cheapest wins. You know what I'm saying? Cheapest console win.
And why?
It always has.
Why do you think this?
And this is not just a Sony thing. Let's take this back to MPD 2014, where everybody was all hyped about the PS4. Fucking Xbox One MPD in December. Why? Because it was $300, and the PS4 was $400. It was $100 cheaper. So it won MPD in November, December. The cheaper consoles will win. Always, every time. Bet on the cheaper console. Console gamers we talk a good game. We talk a lot of shit about that debit card. You know what I'm saying? And it says insufficient funds. You're gonna go for the cheapest shit.
Yeah, but if it's within $50 though, it's a much harder decision if it's between $50 though. $100 is an easier decision. If the Xbox Scorpio is within $50 of the PS4 Pro, it makes that decision a lot more. You know, you start to weigh the pros and cons more, and you're probably going to lean towards getting the much more powerful console for $50, opposed to it being $100 more expensive.
The two main sellers for November is going to be the Xbox One S again, and the PS4 Slim. Those are the two primary sellers. But
from what I'm hearing is with the Vega architecture, we're going to be going into like a next generation of how graphics and how games look. Yeah. So if they can really showcase that, and it's like a step beyond the PS4 Pro, gamers will be drawn to that like a fucking moth to a light.
Yo, D, you my man, but we also heard all your shit about Switch. So.
Doesn't matter. I could be wrong about something. I could be right about something. That doesn't mean shit.
I'm about to give you a drink.
That doesn't mean shit.
I'm about to give you a drink and a biscuit because you've been catching too.
Whatever. I was wrong on the Switch. I can admit that. Big deal. I was wrong on the Switch. But I run a business. So when it comes to business, I know my fucking shit. When it comes to tech, I know my fucking shit. Predictions and rumors. Hey, I said it was a fucking rumor, and I bet wrong. Doesn't mean what I fucking say is invalidated. So
whoa, okay, now check it out. On this one, D, you usually be having Puerto Rock in the motherfucker. I gotta put my boy Puerto Rock in the trunk, but he cut the shit out that eyeball. Man. I always reported it as a rumor, and I bet on the rumor, and I'm mad enough to admit that I was wrong. Move on from it. Come on, man. Y'all feel inferior that you have to hit on it when I got something wrong? Come on, man. I agree. But that's what we do. This is the multiplayer, man. There's no fucks given. Next Gen did this shit for this absolute reason. He brought us fools in here for that reason. But I will say this.
I'm gonna say this. D is the bona fide tech guy. He knows all the. Yeah, I'm just a simpleton.
Yeah,
using simpleton knowledge.
Yeah. Look, Puerto Rock's backing off. Puerto Rock, you better stay strong. Don't you do that shit. You cut him in the eye. You got him.
Listen to my point, though. Just from a simple dude's view, if the Pro, which hardly had any powerful hardware, the same Jaguar, was launched at $400, how can the Scorpio with beast hardware also come out for $400?
Okay, because Sony, first of all, Sony is hurting for money as a company, so they're overpricing a lot of their stuff because Sony, the PlayStation is keeping Sony alive. They're not selling as many TVs as they used to. They're out of the cell phone market. You know, they sold their computer line. Like their PlayStation is what's keeping them afloat. Their movies aren't even doing that good anymore. So they're gonna price it accordingly. Now the Polaris architecture is pretty cheap. it's going to be much cheaper next year. So it's going to be even cheaper for them to produce that PS4 Pro. Now the Vega architecture, I have a feeling that Microsoft had something to do with the R&D of that architecture, and that perhaps they're going to get a pretty good deal, and maybe they'll take a loss. Maybe they'll take a loss on it just to be competitive and to get market share back.
So do you think
because you make money off of the software anyways?
You think Sony overpriced the Pro?
Oh, yeah.
I think the Pro is okay price for what it is in the market now, to be completely honest with you. I just think that Microsoft is going to come in aggressive and price it quite comparative to the PS4 Pro to get the sales.
Exactly.
I'm not saying the PS4 Pro is priced badly. I don't think that it's demonstrating the best of its abilities with the games that are out now. I think they need to rein that in and also show the consumer like what games have what benefits and yada yada yada. But apart from that, I think it's okay. But like I said, if Microsoft wants to be competitive, they should come in priced well with it. And if they can structure a good deal with AMD, they could do it. Microsoft has a lot of fucking money. They got a lot of money. Don't forget that.
Okay, now check this out. This is where I agree with D on the aspect of that it's going to be competitive, just for the mere fact that that Zen architecture. I think that chip is going to be custom made for the Xbox. So where instead of it's going into laptops and everything else, it's not going to be as powerful as for that. It's going to be custom made to where you can enhance it over time. So I think that will be comparable for them to have a cheaper system that will compete. Where all these people making up these crazy astronomical numbers like 700, 600, I knew that was bullshit right from the get, because $600 for a console is the death wish. PlayStation should have knew that. The Panasonic 3DO died. Jaguar, all the motherfuckers that went to try to go. The only system that had any type of lasting power was the Neo Geo machine at that time, for being like $600. Look, they know what they have to do, and they're going to have to be aggressive. And I think it all boils down to how much the Pro is going to be. And also hearing the rumors that they're going to enhance it. I said this last year, that Pro is going to have some kind of enhancement in order for them to try to compete. Now, it ain't going to compete, but to try to make people see that it's going to be all right. And then they're going to drop the price, and I think they'll have like a different set, like from like 400 to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm sorry, $400 to $500. You get the cheaper version of the Scorpio to $500. So that's my thoughts on it.
What about this then? Would you like to see maybe some exclusive hardware? No, I'm sorry, software. For the Scorpio, for the Pro. My honest opinion why the Pro is not doing as well as maybe Sony predicted or thought it would do is because let's be honest, the game, I know it has a higher resolution, but graphically it's still the same game. You know what I mean? And maybe people just don't see the need to upgrade it to the Pro. You know what I mean? I think since again Sony maybe should aim for 1080p 60 and give us better textures, better shaders, and let the console upscale to 4K. I think that should be going forward. I think that should be Sony's target. You know what I mean? They can't win the resolution war anymore. You know what I mean? Especially if the Scorpio is all that they say it's going to be, give us better resolution and better graphics. You know what I mean? So
I'm pretty sure with the software that they have in the PS4 Pro now and the hardware, if they worked hard, the developers, and did all the tweaks that they had to, 1440 frames. I think on the P traded on the and the API that they have on the PS4 Pro side, I think they could get games at least at 1440p 60. Forget about the 4K stuff because it's just really truly not powerful enough for 4K. But at least 1440p with higher textures, they can. I don't know if it's an API issue where they have an issue scaling it from the PS4 version to the PS4 Pro because it's not as seamless as Microsoft's way. But in theory, they have enough power to do it.
I think right now, this is uncharted territories for both platform holders. They're trying to see how this mid-gen refresh works out. From the Sony side,
we might not ever see it again if it's bad, bro.
It seems like most Sony guys, they don't really care. and it's like the hardcore Sony guys are the ones getting the Pro.
Yeah,
But the
and
average PS4 gamer probably not. Now we have to see how the Xbox community respond. If most people don't care and the Scorpio don't sell as well, this might be the last time Sony Microsoft do mid-gen review.
Well, what Sony's doing wrong mostly is the communication on what games are offering pro enhanced modes and what those modes entail. Like nobody fucking knows. Like Mafia has a PS4 Pro mode. A lot of people don't even know that, and a lot of people know. Okay, it has a mode, but what does it do? Is it a higher resolution? Is it increase the frame rate? Do we have better textures?
Sony are con men. They're trying to be directly ambiguous, just so you won't know what's native 4K and what isn't, because you know some games are native 4K and some games aren't. So they're counting on the customer being uneducated, so they can make off with that money. That's all.
Which is a mistake.
Sony want to do one of these consoles, they just need to do it properly and make sure it does real 4K and what it really does on a box, and not con consumers. That's all. That's all. Sony gonna do it.
And it's selling only 8% over like December. It's a pretty low number, and that tells me, and it should tell them too, that they should have maybe waited and tried to revise that hardware.
Well, I said it in my video myself. It doesn't make sense that everybody, like when people were saying, "Oh yeah, the sales are only low because people are waiting for a Pro," like to say everybody at home's got a 4K TV. You know what I'm saying?
No, did poor.
Not like it's not really about. Real talk. I don't even reckon Sony wanted to bring 4K home. I just reckon they still wanted to be able to sell a PlayStation 4 at the maximum amount of price and get the maximum overhead. You know what I'm saying? That's all. They can still sell a PlayStation 4 at high price and get a high overhead as much as they were getting in 2013. It's not called a PlayStation Pro for a reason. Pro means profit. Sony are some gangster shit.
You know what that sound? You know it sound like MVP got some real sleep. You know what I'm saying? That go because he making some sense. He's making some absolute sense. He's speaking those true European fox.
Basically, check it out, right? That lets you know that what's been going on for the last 3 years about resolution has been bullshit. This really doesn't matter, for us console gamers. If it was really, it was all about resolution. You have a machine that's going to give you even better resolution than the PS4 Pro. There's no way in hell that that the Slim should be selling 4 times as better than the fucking Pro. If resolution was it was really we've been going back and forth the last 3 years, 900p, 1080p, and all this other. I think that's so simple. I think that's the silliest shit. Now, if you're talking about graphics. You know what I mean? Then that's something a little different. But resolution, I always thought that was the silliest shit in the world.
It was.
We shall see. The Scorpio is here among upon
Hey,
us.
let's get MVP's thoughts on the Switch before we keep talking.
No, we're done with that shit. We're done with that shit.
Well, let me just hear what D has to say, because I remember last week D.
No.
Here we go. No, we ain't going into this long ass about the Switch.
D already got his drinking a biscuit, man.
Oh, okay.
It's look, I this is really going to be the telling time about the whole resolution babies and the power babies. If it really matters, then the Scorpio should be supreme. But like Porter Rock said, which he was absolutely right, gamers are cheap. They talk a good game, but they don't back it up. And that's the thing that I agree with Porter Rock that no, the Scorpio is not going to is not going to win an MPD. But I have to disagree with him, because on this aspect, Sony knows that they're in trouble on this point. They could lose third-party support with advertising once the Scorpio shows its true power. When they start showing those games and people are like, oh my God, then those people are going to start wanting to gravitate to what the Scorpio is doing. So PlayStation is going to have to do something. And if they want to just try to show it, bring out a cheaper console, those people, 53 million consoles already out, I know that there could be more people that buy them, but people are going to be going for the new, better thing, especially if Microsoft starts getting advertising, like Next Gen has been saying. If they can start pulling in those third-party advertising deals, it's going to be huge for Microsoft and for the Scorpio.
Right, let me ask you this, Kimego. For a third-party developer, what you think is more important, game sales or graphical power? Which is more important to their bottom line?
Okay, just look at this generation. PlayStation has touted themselves as being the most powerful console this generation. PlayStation has owned the third-party rights to the biggest games. That's what's made PlayStation has had an affordable price to make people come to them at the beginning of the generation. So all three things was the coup de grace that made PlayStation the behemoth that it is right now. That says a lot. And everybody knows that that as much as we say that we love exclusives, they're going down. It's the multiplats that's ruling the day. So if Xbox start getting those marketing deals with a powerful system that's taking it to another level, people are going to start paying attention.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. The point is, third party care about the money. Now, just because Microsoft's releasing a brand new console, it doesn't mean the timer gets reset. It doesn't work that way. By the time Scorpio comes out, PlayStation could be at 60 million. Third party don't care about 4K when they see the other console with 60 million out in the market. That's what they care about. They're not going to give those third party deals just because a Scorpio came out and you sell 500 units in November.
But Porter Rock, there's only a certain amount of games that sell on the PlayStation that, you know what I'm saying, that gets, you know, the third parties do, like Call of Duty and other games, but Titanfall didn't sell well on the PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying? Their exclusives hasn't really sold well on the PlayStation 4 except for Uncharted 4. I mean, so
and Bloodborne.
And Bloodborne sold well. And I guess if you want to say Drive Clubs, because they got 2 million or whatever, but what I'm saying is that once people start seeing the power of that system, it's going to start making people look and say, "Oh, hold on." They're going to make them get pause. And then we're going to start seeing who the ones are really talking the big shit about power and resolution and all that bullshit. Are they going to jump over to the Scorpio, or are they going to just shut their mouths and not say anything about power and talk about it's just about games now?
Yeah, most of them are just going to talk games. The point what I'm trying to say is, yeah, Titanfall didn't sell well on PlayStation 4, but it's still sold better than on Xbox. That's what third party cares about.
I think
they only care about the bottom line.
Yeah,
that's it.
But
that's all that matters.
I can see a lot of people that switched over from the Xbox to the PlayStation 4 starts trading in the PlayStation 4s to get a Scorpio, man. I really can see it.
I reckon it all matters on price and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the price.
Having cats say that the Nintendo Switch is cheap, expensive. Do you know what I'm saying? And if people are saying that 300 is expensive, they go over that mark and stuff, especially with Christmas time, the kiddies screaming wifey's on a rag and stuff like that. You're just gonna have to, do you know what I'm saying, just leave it to chill and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So if Microsoft hit that magic, $400, maybe $500 mark, it might do okay and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? People are price conscious and shit.
If Scorpio releases at $400, that shit would be amazing.
I'm thinking that's what the
I've been said that if somehow Microsoft does that $400, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But if they release it at $500, then it's no shit. It's $500. It better be powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
totally agree.
If you look at high-end BMW at $250,000, everybody's like, yeah, no shit. But if BMW were to sell that same car at a starting price of $70K, then people would be like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Price and power comparison is what impresses gamers. If you release a $500 beast, then it's like, yeah, well, no shit. It better be a beast because it's $500. But if you release at $400, then people will start be like, oh shit, for only 4 bones, I could get this motherfucker. You see, and that's where the fine line is gonna come.
And that's what I was saying, that people will start trading in the PlayStation 4
but I don't think
to get over there. And people will start trading in their Xbox Ones. There'll be people that will because look, even I know PC guys, they talk the most shit and whatever. The cellar dweller PC guys ain't gonna move. But for the ones that
fuck PC,
but the ones that will see this thing being powerful, this thing is going to be more powerful than 90% of the PC gaming market right now. That's going to, and then when you start getting those ARPGs like Diablo, because what's that game, Pillar of Exile? If you start
Path of Exile,
Path of Exile, and then you have the rumors of Warcraft and shit like that coming to the Scorpio. That's going to change a lot of people's minds on things.
Now, since we're on Scorpio, I have a question with third-party support, because BioWare just confirmed Mass Effect will not support Scorpio. If for
Fuck.
Mass Effect, yes, they confirmed it. If Mass Effect,
Why?
That's that internal biasness I'll be talking about.
No. So BioWare said that they could support it if they release like a Game of the Year edition or some type.
Wait. EA just came out and said that they're in full support of Scorpio.
But not with BioWare. Watch. Let me show you. I got the article right here.
Okay, now my man did his homework, you know.
Yeah, I've heard two different things too. I've heard both things, that it could support it, that it couldn't support it. That would, I don't know why you wouldn't.
They're going to support the pro and not.
Go on my screen. You see on my
shit. My nigga brought up on the screen.
Wait, I'm gonna put it up again. Let me see.
Yeah, it's on my screen. Right here.
Yeah, put it live.
It says right here. If we do a Game of the Year edition or future edition, something like that, that's something we definitely consider looking at for sure.
Oh, can you put it up on the screen there?
Right here. Y'all see it?
Maybe because of the marketing rights. That just is, and it's not even no fanboy shit to me.
So they got some marketing with Sony for sure. Then it doesn't make any logical sense. That's fucking bullshit, man.
It's all about the money, though, man.
But it's all about the money. I mean,
games industry.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
If Next Gen have never been right about anything, if Next Gen has not been right about any motherfucking thing, he was absolutely spot on about Microsoft slow playing on the third party marketing aspect. That's, you know what I'm saying. I give the excuse and defend Microsoft because they were making this ambitious decision on making the Scorpio and then going with this all-in-one thing, and then DirectX 12, the cloud, switching people in and out, new CEOs, all of this and that. I'm giving them a benefit of doubt of this, but if they don't go balls to the wall this generation, then you know what I'm saying, the next gen will be absolutely right. They screwed the pooch. They absolutely fucked up.
I'll say this. I saw in the comments somebody was saying that by the time Scorpio comes out, Mass Effect will be old. So they kind of do have a point there. But at the same time, this is some bullshit, because I remember when the PS4 came out, all the gamers were screaming, no parity, no parity. Don't let the Xbox hold us back. Give us the full power of the PS4. That's some bullshit, man. No parity on the fucking Xbox Scorpio, man.
No parity.
Scorpio units in people's houses and stuff like that. They'll upgrade it. They'll patch it. Do you know what I'm saying? There'll be some developers which are going to be lazy, like what's going on now with the Pro, and there'll be some developers that'll be like, do you know what? I want to sell some old copies of my game. Let me really patch it up to 4K. Do you know what I'm saying? What's really going to be interesting is Digital Foundry. That is going to be some shit. I can't wait to see those comments.
Okay, now, when is Andromeda coming out?
March.
Okay, March. There is a chance that there will be a game, because they always do it at the end of the year.
Yeah.
A Game of the Year edition. So I can still see Xbox Scorpio getting a supreme
all
version
the DLC. Yeah.
with all the DLC and everything, since that game is coming out right then and there.
So, no, but that won't be out till like next year though. That ain't coming out. Game of the Year edition ain't gonna come out in the same year.
No, they usually can bring out
not the same year though.
Well, no, not the same year, but I mean they could have some kind of, I don't know, maybe at the beginning of the year or something like that. I don't know. You're right.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. All right. Well, let me answer you guys a question. Have you guys seen the Injustice Guys Among Us new trailer?
Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic.
What you buy? I'm sorry.
I just put up a video on my channel. They're doing an Injustice 2 beta sign up.
Already signed up for it. Yeah, good.
I already do too.
Yeah, I saw that video.
And you can do it twice. You can use a different email. So if you got a PS4 and an Xbox One, you can do it twice, right?
Well, what's the site?
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, man, I don't know what the hell, man.
So,
first, are you guys excited for it? Looks good to you guys?
Yeah.
Oh man, day one.
But here's the bullshit.
Deluxe edition.
They charge $100 for the Ultimate Edition. That's when guys coming all the DLC. No figure, nothing. Just $100 for the game. And
I saw that on a PlayStation Store. Like they had like 3 different tiers with different amount of characters. I'm like, what the fuck? So for
they're pulling that Street Fighter shit.
So for the complete edition with every character, day one is like $100.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yo.
But I'm not gonna jump the gun, bro. I'm not gonna jump the gun yet because I don't know if those are the 9 DLC characters that come with it, with the $100, there might be time DLC. It might not be right away.
The fuck did you say? $100?
Yeah, just go to the PlayStation Store. There, you can already pre-order Injustice 2, and they have 3 different. They have the regular game.
The shit is getting fucking ridiculous.
And then they have like a $75 version with like 6 extra.
Fuck off.
They need to stop doing that shit.
$100, like 9 characters. And if you pre-order, you get Darkseid.
Man, this is
balls about
gamers. Gamers have gave into it. I mean, Call of Duty has set the tone when it came to.
But think about this, K-Mega.
All because they're too lazy to complete the game and unlock the character.
But look, this is Warner Brothers, because if you pay attention to the mobile game made a shitload of money and it did very well.
Damn, you eating again?
I'm not eating anything. What are you talking about?
He has to keep his blood sugar level up.
Yeah, man.
I'm not eating anything.
But somebody's smacking on something.
Nah, so basically the mobile game did well. You know what I mean? So I think they're Warner Brothers seeing that, because I mean fighters, their money, they don't really make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So if they can add something perpetual like a loot system and things like that to get more money in DLC and microtransactions, they're gonna go all for it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna sell like hotcakes. I mean, look, I'm part of the problem as well, because like Battlefield. I mean, look at how Halo 5, they did it right, and they still throwing out content because the game is, people are still playing the shit out of Halo 5. So, you would think that a lot of people would gravitate to that more often. No, because the fact that I bought, I rented a server for Battlefield, and I bought the the DLC and the $100, the $125 pack. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna buy in. I'm gonna buy Injustice. I'm finna do that next week. I'm finna buy the $100 version. Tekken, whatever. I don't care how much Tekken costs. Tekken can cost 1,000 fucking bones. I'm on it. That's just what I do with Tekken. Tekken gets all my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of it, and it's sad. It's not right, but you know what I'm saying? They got us by the balls with it.
Yeah, Capcom didn't help either, with their shit. So
no, I mean, yeah, Capcom tried to get away with it with Street Fighter versus Tekken a long time ago, and it didn't really work because the game didn't sell very well. But Call of Duty kept doing it, and people kept on accepting it, and then Battlefield jumped onto it as well, and the rest is history.
Well, I don't know. I think that greed, they suffer for it, because if they would just lower the price.
No DLC for Tekken 7. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Somebody put that in the comments. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I cannot wait for Tekken 7. I cannot wait for this reveal. Ooh, wait.
When does Tekken 7 come out?
The reveal comes. The reveal release date comes next week.
It's February the 17th.
It's supposed to be February, but if it's not coming in February, they normally bring out Tekkens in September. But who knows? We'll see. I'm just excited. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be hunting my boy Next Gen down. He gonna get that work.
Hey, I just saw the trailer.
You took a good game. You're supposed to play.
I saw the trailer.
Big ass fingers, so use that goddamn switch. Low at it. No fucking monkey palms. DJ Monkey Palms. That's his name.
Hey, remember? Hey, Next Gen. Me was all in the party. I was trying to get ready to play Tekken with K Mega. I was like, man, where you at? What you doing? I'm over here cutting these potatoes up with what? My bare hands, nigga.
Oh shit! You stupid.
But but listen, before we get the hell up out of here, last question. Well, we can elaborate on this. You guys seen the Horizon Zero Dawn? You seen the trailer for that? The story trailer.
Looks dope. Looks dope. It looks like the best PlayStation game that they've came out with this generation. Looks absolutely fantastic.
I ain't into none of this playing the game with a chick and all this stuff, man. I ain't feeling that shit, man. Fuck all that shit. I ain't into this shit.
Man, you guys probably playing Ghost Simulator and shit.
None of this fucking and bullshit out in the streets.
Hey, real shit though. You can't be saying that shit live, bro. Them women gonna be at your house with a fucking blade, bro. I'm telling you.
And I will be, I'll have flowers there, and I will take you to Wagon Mama, and we will have a lovely discussion and date. But hey, I don't want that shit. I don't want too much anytime.
Next year, stupid.
In my video games, fam. There's no reason, man. like for the next. Like, it's just happening everywhere in movies, in video games. There's too much, fam. It's too much, fam.
Hey, not to mention, hey, there's a new what's that shit? Empire. There's a new Empire female version.
Oh, what's
no
Star
way.
Latifah?
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro.
That dog shit.
Hey man, I got motherfuckers saying that hey man, Tekken got me like that, man. Harada got me on that, man. That Tekken life. They pimping me.
Hey, yo,
whatever.
They said, can we hit the like button for my man K Bacon? Damage control harder than Dr. Trey this motherfucker. This shit was over 9,000. They said K Bacon damage control was over 9,000 today.
God damn.
With Dr. Trey, Obi-Wan rolled up in one. What is going on, everybody?
Hey, it's all good, man. I'm getting Tekken, I'm getting a Switch, and man, I'm hopping in a motherfucking pickup with two mysterious, weird, fat motherfuckers, and we gonna be hunting down Zaire. I can't die away.
Hey, Porter Rock.
It's like I'm in a bad dream. Listen,
Hey, how do you feel about the Horizon Zero Dawn?
I would like to, on the behalf of the of my fellow Xbots out there, I would like to perform a truce between us and some of the places.
Man, you better not, Buster. We're gonna send your ass to the weapon wheel, man. Come on, man. Pony. You better not.
Let us join forces to defeat the common enemy.
Oh,
listen,
shit.
because the winter is coming, okay? The winter is coming.
The winter is coming.
These motherfuckers
June.
Bro, have you heard Nintendo's plans for their online? It sounds like they're killing themselves.
They're trying to ruin gaming. You know what I mean? They looking to get our kids. You know what I mean? Got motherfuckers downloading apps, fucking on phone bills and all types of shit, man. We gotta come together and stop.
Send next gen's pony ass to Hades. Get your ass off your own show.
You know what I mean? Stop.
A truce.
They must be stopped. You know what I mean? But listen, when I first came to YouTube, when I noticed it, it wasn't too much really Xbox, PlayStation banging on. Everybody was fucking with Nintendo.
It was the Wii.
The Wii was about to drop. I'm trying to get back to them days, man. We gotta watch these motherfuckers, man.
I'm telling you, that's why, I am hoping that it is successful. I'm not gonna lie, because if that thing sells blockbusters like the Wii, you are going to see the most entertaining Nintendo channels ever, bro.
Yeah,
you think Pony and Xbox are bad? Oh, you guys have no idea. When Wii was on the top of his game, oh my God, they were just harassing everybody. Yo, PC game,
that's not gonna happen.
They didn't give a fuck. Yo,
okay. All right, so let me ask everybody a question. Let me ask everybody a question. Okay, I'm starting with you, the host of the show. How many units of the Switch is going to sell this year?
I would say about 4 million.
Okay. What about you, Porter Rock? What you say?
I say about that. I say close to that. Yeah, 3 to 4 million.
Reaper, are you still there? PP, you still there? What you got?
We gotta ask him how many consoles he's gonna pee on.
Oh, stop it!
Well, I'm not gonna pee on a handheld, so it's not worth my time.
Ain't that good?
It's not even worth my money to honestly buy it.
How many you think?
He'll buy another Xbox.
I said 5 million.
Okay, 5 million. What you say all day?
3.
All right, what you say, D?
I say about 5 million.
And fuck motherfucking MVP and his GOAT. No, what you think?
I think it's gonna sell. It could sell about 20 million.
Thank you.
This year?
Thank you.
In 1 year?
This year?
Yes.
They can't even make 20 million of the consoles. Come on.
What is wrong with you guys?
Come on.
MVP is on his shit tonight.
We will not be able to make 20 million consoles this year, bro. Come on.
MVP is filthy. Y'all better get off my boy tonight.
You know we just found out? We just found out that K Mega and MVP have the same fucking weed dealer.
And then listen, I want Sony. They need to know something.
We will be able to manufacture
motherfucking Texas Instrument. The motherfuckers make those calculators when you was cool.
I'm dying here.
Hey, everybody! This is the new 2017 version of Harlem Heat. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh.
Yes.
20 million.
Dun,
He said, "Yeah, I grabbed that nigga dick, then I grabbed the switch."
Yeah.
And that's not even
grabbed his dick.
that's not even a year. That's like what? 9 months?
They can't make that many consoles, man.
It's possible.
They
man.
can't make that many.
20 million. I like that.
Oh,
He had some good sleep.
Really bad.
Hey, he was calm. He wasn't interrupting nobody. He was on point tonight, man. MVP. Give a big round of applause to MVP. That's my boy right there. Hell, motherfucking yeah.
Legend, nigga. Legend.
Yeah, hey, Porter Rock put some hands on my boy D. He slapped them eyeballs a little bit, but then he turned back to Barney Rubble talking that crazy shit. And then, so, and all day eating this shit. That's the motherfucking 2017 version of Teddy Ruxpin. That's my
I heard him missing the order. He's like, yeah, no. I want fries with that.
On that one, bro. Motherfucker in the
I will say this though. All seriously though. We got the motherfucking GoFundMe page for my man Sean Williams, aka Vicious Dick Puller from South Philly.
Hey, that motherfucker K Mega, the only nigga I know from Oklahoma that can build a house with his legs.
Hey, how you gonna make a joke with your motherfucking ass eating? He said, K Mega, it's got a building. Come on, man. That motherfucker eats like an ant. This motherfucker eats 3 times his body weight.
Seriously.
Hey, K Mega be like, how many stories do you want? How many stories do you want? I gotta put on. I gotta go put on my chucks on.
What's that about Paul Bunyan, man?
God, yeah. Hey, shout out to Hip Hop Heads. That motherfucker clowned me, bro. He said my motherfucking ears look like chicken gizzards.
No, he called you something else. He said
that's so funny, motherfucker. Oh, that's so funny as hell.
Hey, K Mega really got his first lead starring role in Steel, 1996.
Like, but let's be about it. Thank you guys for rocking out with the multiplayer podcast as always, man. I'm sorry, Heartache. I tried to plug your channel for you, man. But these motherfuckers are so disrespectful on the multiplayer podcast. They said fuck your couch, nigga.
Yeah.
And we out of here. But they said Heartache got arrested though. I mean, Twitter got locked up today, man.
So why he's gonna be hard 9 now?
Well, for selling 4K TVs. Was he selling 4K TVs?
He was trying to buy an amp or some shit out of a stolen amp or receiver in Taco Bell's parking lot again, man.
I thought maybe motherfucking Bond tried to grab that motherfucker's cock or something. What's going on with that?
No, Bond is too busy trying to find a double bed because he's too tired of sleeping in a single.
No, shit. Listen to Reaper coming with some shade. Hey, you know this show is lit to the motherfucker when you got a white boy coming this motherfucker.
Fucking bullets and clips.
Yo, you gonna get that work. They gonna come after you.
Hey, T Reaper got his fresh pair of J's on today. He took them Vans off.
Either that or he's tired of sleeping in a hammock. It depends. It's either a single or a hammock.
T Reaper. He said Black Bond sleeping in a 3-hour tour.
How Black Bond about sports?
But listen tomorrow, guys. I need you guys back tomorrow in the comment section. I need some good questions from my man Obi-Wan Plays. He will be doing I will be interviewing that weird motherfucker tomorrow around 8 o'clock. Man, I gotta eat all my Skittles, all my Lucky Charms. Come on, that bitch extra fruity. Deal with his
I
shit.
hope it don't work. I gotta watch that live.
Hey, and you busters better go sub everybody's channel, especially mine, K Mega Fold 5. Y'all better hit that motherfucker. Hit it. Don't look at no videos, just sub, motherfuckers. Get to that shit. Hit it.
He said, don't look at no videos, just sub.
No, don't look at those videos, just sub, motherfuckers. Fuck that shit. Hey, I personally know Bigfoot. I'm sending that motherfucker. I'm personally sending the dog man over there to Jersey. Go find my boy Z. We coming after Zaire. We coming after his ass.
We out here though, man. And keep your eye on the lookout for that vicious dick puller from South Philly, man. Vicious. dick bullet will shred your dick with his bare hands.
Yeah, I grabbed the switch. I grabbed the switch.
You know you're fucking funny.
Oh,
what the fuck? Yeah, get out of here.
Damn!
Shit just got real.
Somebody's woman about to whoop their ass. You
My
better-
man. Podcast switching dicks.
You damn right.
Oh
man.
shit!
I'll be sure of the motherfucking group. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, they said K Meg is the Albie Show of the group.
Yeah. Shit. Private times in this motherfucker. Shit.
Fun homeboy.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
We out here though.
Oh man.
Bang.